we work out, we do cardio, correct? And well, at least I do. You should too if you don't. It's just good for you, right? And so, yeah, yes, heart attack is like I think the most common cause of death in the States, at least. Um, and but because of the second most common, like, oh my God, I can't speak. Because of the second most common cause of death in youth is oftentimes neglected. And well, what part of your health is this? It's mental. Around 12 people die from suicide every day. Oh, huh. Wait, I forgot to mention, that's only in Canada, the country I'm in right now, this tiny country. On average, there are 132 suicides per day. White males accounted for 69.68% of suicide deaths in 2021. Quote from AFSP. And I think we can round up to 69.69% or 70 if you want to be normal. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned the well. Actually, I think I only include that in the quote because 16. Of course I did. Anyways, yeah, that's a big number, and I crunched the numbers. All right, and it's not nice. All right, around one person dies every 10 minutes. Think about it. I don't know how long this video is, but there's certainly at least one person who dies while you're watching this video from suicide. Bro, this is 2021, so it's probably like more now, actually. More than 50,000 Americans died by suicide in 2023, more than any year on record. Wow, our mental health is great. We are advancing as a species and we're ourselves to death. Don't look up male sperm count 2024. It's so random. More than 700,000 people die due to suicide every year. What year is it? That's 2023. Oh, that was posted in August. Divided by 365, not including leap year, leap days. So around 147 people die every day as of 2023, which is 142 was in 2021. It is now, oh, I got rid of time. So it was 132. It is now 136. No, 137. You ran it correctly. That is more. Not by a lot, but it's steadily it's steadily increasing. And I don't think that's a very good thing. I feel like it should be going down as we are so advanced as a species. We have all like the money we need, at least in this place, right? You know, I mean, money only determines happiness up to the point as like, as long as you have enough money to sustain your basic needs like food, shelter, water, whatever. As long as you have that, after that, money actually does not increase happiness. After that, it's like friendships and family, which we'll get to, alright? So anyway, many people suffer from depression and anxiety when they don't have to. And our worst enemy is ourselves. So how do you improve your mental health? Well, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to show you my knowledge, alright? So, first thing is to break free of addictions. Now, you can look this up how on your own. Basically, just stop being addicted to stuff. I don't know. You can look up how specifically. But basically, don't be like a slave to TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Clash Royale, weed, vaping, alcohol, or the hub. Alright? Don't be beating your meat. Don't be like, I know, addictions, like I used to have a couple addictions. I know, it's crazy. I'm 16 years old. I shouldn't have addictions. That's like something a meth addict has. That's like something like, and it's really like horrible, the state of the world we live in right now. It's like, addiction is something that like a divorced like man, like 40-year-old man would have, right? It's like he'd be an alcoholic. But like, there's like, there's probably children who are not even, no, yeah, There are children who aren't even in the double digits that have addictions. Like I just watched like a Hamza video. He was talking about some guy like was addicted to the hub by the age of 9. That's insane. It's just ridiculous. Like you start off going in your teenage years and you're already addicted, like me. Like I was also addicted to YouTube as well. And like once I broke free of those addictions, I felt like I was free, right? I'm not a slave anymore. Alright? Like slavery has been abolished, right? Like there shouldn't be slaves anymore, but yet there still are. These big companies owned by white people are enslaving people, including their own kind. And there was whoa, hold on. What? Me putting an emphasis on their own kind makes it seem like other kinds should, which is not. No. No one should be a slave, alright? It's a horrible thing. I don't know. Addiction is terrible. It sucks. But once you break free, you feel like really good at it. Anyway, talk to people. This is another thing you can do to improve your mental health. Just like say like good morning to people. Say hello to your parents and goodbye. Say hello and goodbye to people. I don't just talk. Excuse me. Don't be just like if you're in school or something and like you're in class and you're just like sitting there on your phone. Don't be sitting there on your phone. If like you know people, then like go up and talk to them. If you don't, then why don't like you go get to know people? I don't know. It's like talk to people then. It really like if you're a little shy little twink, right? Like I don't know. Just talk to people. It'll make you feel better. Especially if you're a man talking to women. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Let's not talk about testosterone, please. Alright. So next thing is gratitude. Alright? Just like be grateful for the stuff in your life. Really, like you're not gonna be depressed if you're saying like I'm grateful for having food. I'm grateful for having a sustainable supply of water. Like no depressed person says that. If you say that like every single morning, you find something to be grateful for. Like, well, I'm grateful my parents love me, right? Like a depressed person does not say that. If you say that, you're not going to be depressed. I can guarantee you that. All right. And next thing is meditation. Right. So basically, what you do is you focus on something like the breath. Focused on that in and the outs. There should be 3 words you say. It should happen in your mind in the like perfect meditation. If this doesn't happen to you first try, it's fine. All right, it's fine. It is what it is. But let's say like you're doing it like for 2 minutes or no, it's 3 minutes on Medito, a pretty fire chill epic app. Never said that again. Okay. So it should be 3 words to basically go in your head when you're meditating. And like the ideal scenario, right? This happens naturally, your mind will drift. But try to make like meditation the most disciplined part of your day. Basically, you only think in as you're inhaling and out as you're exhaling. And then open when you open your eyes. Like that should be like the only thing going through your mind. You should be like focusing. Even like yeah, just like focusing like that. It really helps like build that discipline and being able to focus on something, and it can like probably like cure ADHD or something or anxiety. Yeah, it's just a peaceful little thing. I do it 20 minutes every day, but not every day. Meditate in the car. Make use of your time wisely. But like I realized in the car, I'm like, oh, I didn't meditate today because I forgot. So in the car, like for like a couple minutes, I meditate, which like that's also like good enough for a beginner to do that much every day. But for me, like I do like 20 minutes, so it doesn't kind of match my standards. But like, hey, I did it. I focused on my breath while in the car. Although I did like lose focus a little bit because my dad was like, "So how do you do in your exam?" I was like, "It was like counting man." But like I replied to a question and then focus back on the breath, stare like out the window basically. Not even out the window. I was like fixating myself not on like the moving outside the window. I was looking at like the car door, like right next like the line. Like I don't know. no, not even yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I was focusing on a solid object, right? And usually when you're meditating, you want to like close your eyes, but I didn't really want to do that because it's kind of like weird, like for you sleeping. Like I do not want to be interrupted because someone asks if I'm sleeping or something. I don't care. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have my meditation interrupted by having to explain that I am meditating. I just want to do it. So, anyways, journal is the next. You know, when you do journaling, I think it really like helps like figure out like stuff about you that you wouldn't naturally notice. Like I know when I started journaling, I became more aware of like my my own inner thoughts and stuff. And I don't really write that much journal nowadays because I like sleep. Well, basically what I'll do is, I will like gratitude journal, and I also like track down my weight because I'm bulking. Um, but what I'll also do is I'll basically write down like I'm trying to do like a little homework for life, where I'm trying to write down like every like possible like 5 second moment or like story that happened in my day that I could tell in the future. And I also talk about in my journal, I will also write about just like what the favorite part of my day was. I'll write about just kind of general things that happened, whatever's on my mind really. Just kind of let it flow out onto the page, so it's just kind of there. So like, it really helps journaling because like, if you don't journal, you just have like these thoughts going through your mind, like what about this, what about this, what about this? I gotta do this time. When you just like put it out on paper, it's just kind of like it's there. It's like, okay, I already journaled about it. I already answered the question. You don't have to keep getting in my head over and over and over again, like repeating like multiple times going throughout the day. Like being like, hey, remember this? Remember this? Yes, I do. I do remember it. All right, it's gone. And that's really a good part of journaling. It's like getting like wild, just like thoughts out of your mind and onto the paper. You know, it really does also help you to find out who you really are as a person. And really, if you want to know what you want to do in your life, you could probably journal to do that as somehow. I just like looked at like my ceiling and I paced around my room while thinking about it. But that's just me though. Anyways, enough about journaling. Next thing to be happy is to not have frequent breakups. Ethan. Again, Ethan. I mentioned in my last video. Go watch it. You don't have to, I don't care. But don't have like breakups. Like, if you find yourself doing that, what's wrong with you? Like I said, my philosophy is like, don't get into a relationship that you know won't last. You know, like, what's the purpose of getting into a relationship with someone if you're not going to marry them and spend the rest of your life with them? Like, what's the point? It's like you know you're gonna have a breakup. What's the point? You stupid idiot, right? And I think most people just don't really think about that. They're just like, hey, women like me? Or like, I don't know. I guess that's how male brain works. Male brain think, women like me like women, you know? And then you start dating, and then eventually you find out something about her that you don't like, because you didn't ask, because you didn't get to know her that well in the first day. You just wanted, lust. Anyways. Next thing is to find the meaning in life. Find your purpose. I find that really like, you know, it always just like creep up on me. Like, what am I even gonna do when I'm older, you know? And I feel like I was quite sad. So like, if you don't really like know your purpose, you're gonna kind of feel like a little like, it's gonna kind of like weigh on you a little bit, like without you really realizing. So what I suggest is, I made a whole video about it actually, how to find your purpose. Basically, just like think about what you want to do. Actually, just watch my video after this one. We're almost done. Just do that, please. That's really, I don't have anything else to say. But yeah, just everything in that video actually perfectly explains how to find your purpose. Go watch it. Go watch it. Cause give me algorithm. Alright, anyway, think better thoughts. Nah, just like, whenever that you think about something bad, get it out of there. Get that little key out of there, bro. Like, whenever you think, like a negative thought that like goes against like you as a person that like, harms you, like that's not you speaking. That's like some little Jeffrey Rand, some little Blizzard, some little goblin in your crevices, some little whatever you want to call it. You want to call it Jeffrey Rand, you want to call it Lizard, you want to call it Keith, you want to call it Satan, you want to call it whatever. You can call it whatever it is. Just like this thing is not you. Get it out of your head. When it pipes up, watch your tone. Alright? You say watch your tone, it doesn't watch its tone. Wait. Dead. Keith is gone. Next thing to do is to smile. Like, I'm genuinely, when you smile, like, well, there's many benefits. People who smile are more attractive and are like more approachable, and it's also like contagious. And when you smile, it makes you happier. Even if you're not happy, like, have you heard the phrase like fake it till you make it? It's basically like that. It's like if you actually like feel happy, your brain will associate like this muscle, which is like you don't do like the like that's a fake smile. Like you like when you actually smile, like your eyes will also go up. So it's like that. Like that's like an actual smile. I think like there's like two like wrinkles maybe that'll show like the muscle like pushing it up, right? And that's like what a true smile is. And when you actually do that, like your brain will like naturally like, subconsciously be like, okay, we're doing the smiling thing. We're happy now. We're happy, right? And then it'll make you happy. Like it just kind of like how like the brain processes work up there. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. That's how it works. So anything. So anyways, summary. Don't have any addictions. Socialize. Think positively. God loves you. Implement. Like, comment if this helped, and subscribe. And one last thing, keep growing.